Hi Hinsters, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are well. If you're new, do subscribe. If you like what I do, happy Thursday Learn Day from here in Korea. And we're talking today about the lovely new moon in Leo happening on August 4th, which is here in Korea, Sunday fun day at around 12 degrees. I made a video already on new moons generally. If you are not sure what new moons are, you can check that out. So we have here two luminary gods. We have the sun and the moon forming a conjunction and a kazemi. And this is in the sign of Leo and during Leo season. Leo season being the second heart season of the year, which is after Cancer season. They are the two heart seasons. And this is pretty amazing, I think, for many people. This new moon, I think it will prove big points for some because at the exact same time, we've got Mercury stationing to retrograde in Virgo, and we have Venus at the anaretic degree about to depart from Leo and meet Mercury in Virgo. So it's kind of a closer connection of the sibling gods, Mercury and Venus, and really emphasizing the energies of or the need for renewal, for rejuvenations and revisions, alongside the zesty newness of the new moon. We've got Mars and Jupiter conjunct and sextiling this new moon in Leo. And so it's easy to be kind of, for some, taken over by fiery, feisty spirits. And it's easy to proudly declare ourselves as something, to kind of stick or puff our chest out or be puffed up. And to be a little bit indignant as well, because we have Mars, the ruler of things like agitation and inflammation, sextiling this new moon, with Jupiter there as well, sextiling the new moon. It's a lot of puffy uppery. And possibly this is because we're excited about something, as often new moons are about excitement. But another great thing that I'm feeling for this new moon, especially coming after two perhaps heavy full moons, both being in Capricorn, is that a lot of us will finally be feeling a breath of optimism or freshness. Maybe some have pulled themselves out of a slump around this new moon and are feeling back on their game or in the game. And as I mentioned, we have a kazemi, as always, with a new moon. But the kazemi is a planet in the middle of the sun, at the heart of the sun. And in this case, it's the moon, obviously. And this, bloody hell, this marks an incubation and release or a revelation of a secret or something unanticipated. And whatever that is for you, it will, of course, be related to your Leo house. So look at your birth chart. Where do you have Leo? This is where this new moon might be revealing a secret. And, whatever this secret is, or whatever happens or doesn't happen for you around the new moon carries for some that energy right over to Venus and to Mercury. And it can feel like a big shock or a deep divine reminder to pay attention to something. And there's a lot of potential here on this new moon to also make magic, to manifest things. It is, I think, one of those classic intention setting new moons. If you're into that, if you're into setting intentions around the new moon, do it. And even more especially for some people, this new moon combined with the Mercury retrograde is about decisions and actions and commitments that don't necessarily have an audience or gain recognition, but they are done anyway. And the sun, is the god of affirmation. And the moon, she is the god of mothering. Venus, she's the god of rituals and routines. And I wanted By the way, that's very special also that Venus is about to enter Virgo around the new moon, because we have the goddess of routines entering this mercurial feminine sign, Virgo, which is very much about decisions, choices, the divinity in the decision. And so we have the ritual of decision making becoming very poignant, powerful, or important for many people on this new moon. But anyway, I wanted also to quote here on this video about the new moon something I heard recently, which is that if you're doing the right thing, nobody will be sure you're doing anything at all. I'll say that again. If you're doing the right thing, nobody will be sure that you're doing anything at all. And so the sun rules things like pride and illumination. But here, with Mercury stationing to retrograde in Virgo and Venus ingressing Virgo, it's like the decisions we are taking are important and to be proud of. But that also there's also this point that pride can be considered a sin. So these decisions or these choices, they are deeply personal, and they don't require other people's permission or validation. And it's often that these real right things that we are doing, they go unnoticed, or they don't need to be announced. But when they are authentic to us, then that is all that matters, and that should be the fuel for our spirit and our senses of direction and purpose. And it's like when you take out the rubbish, right? But you're not expecting that your partner will notice and thank you, or somebody's going to give you a cookie for that deed. It's just doing your job. And it's about mastering sometimes that demon that sometimes wants to get angry when we don't receive gratitude for our actions. This is capable, proud, Leonite energy, and this is Mars sextiling this new moon. So it's so easy to just do the thing to be proud of, regardless of who is or isn't looking. And in a way, God is the only one watching. And it's kind of like that Nicki Minaj lyric. She's like, you don't have to talk about it when you are about it. And this is like your decisions, they will speak for themselves if and when they so have to. And it's that sort of vibe around this new moon. And it's kind of exciting as well, and rejuvenating. And it's like a fulfilling type of new moon. And it will feel important to a lot of people. This is kind of like dutiful queen energy. I'd like to then end this video just talking a little bit about each of the rising signs and what this might mean, what this new moon might mean or touch on for you. So you do need to know your rising sign. But anyway, let's call this new moon, shall we, one where we are in many ways making quiet boss moves, because we have this Leonite energy, but also combined with Venus about to hit Virgo and Mercury stationing to retrograde in Virgo. So we have also a lot of feminine, mercurial, revisionary energy with this new Leonite energy. So quiet boss moves for many. And so these quiet boss moves, if you are Leo rising, this is like in the realm of yourself or your personality, your health and your body, your aura, and even things like how you view the world. And also it can be a very special time, Leo rising, for you to initiate things, especially if you're initiating with someone from the past or a group from the past, because this is retrograde energy, and the stationing point of a retrograde is arguably the most important point of the retrograde, and it's in, for you Leo rising, your second house. So it might also have to do with things you've been putting money into or a lot of effort into, and you're kind of going back to them. Anyway, for Virgo rising, these quiet boss moves are in the realm of where you get high, where and how you trip yourself up. This is stuff like hidden talents and also solitude. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of Virgo risings are having impressive dreams, or feeling kind of weirdly close to God or the gods at this time. And it is perhaps about riding that divine feeling, Virgo, in your waking life too. So it's like being inspired by those dreams, and applying, taking actual actions. And for Libra rising, then these quiet boss moves can be, well, they're in your house of friendships, alliances, and wishes, but it can be a perfect time for you to get moving and to get closer to a good goal or two, because we have wishes here, we have fulfillment. And I quite like this for you in terms of getting what you want, Libra rising. For Scorpio rising, then, these quiet boss moves are extra amplified for you because we have 10th house activity here, one of the angular houses in your chart. And it can be extra spicy or pointy. This is the realm of big actions, big choices. And for some people, Scorpio risings, these choices have to do with career or calling or reputation. For Sagittarius rising, these quiet boss moves are about your 9th house. The 9th house is also the joy of the sun, and this is where the sun is currently, in Leo. So I'm pretty sure Leo season for you is a big deal. Whether that's good, bad, or ugly, there's going to be some big amplifications for you this here Leo season. You could be, inspired to make a choice, a big choice concerning your education or your kind of right way, like where you're going. And also, maybe you're getting religious again. It can also signify a reignition or a birth of private optimism as well, faith. For Capricorn rising, these quiet boss moves are in the realm of your 8th house. So you could be on the brink of signing a new contract of some sort. Others might feel inspired or re-inspired to get out of a rut, or like get back on top of something that you're passionate about, or something that you truly want to put effort into. For Aquarius rising, these quiet boss moves, they have to do with your 7th house. This can be other people, perhaps partners, and these people in your life, they are the ones making new choices or feeling rejuvenated about something. And this can be kind of like your partner bossing up in some way. It can also be a chance to reunite or make up with someone. For Pisces rising, these quiet boss moves are 6th house in nature, and you could be making decisions that positively affect your career or your profile. It's like working on your CV, and there can be revitalizations, Pisces, and recoveries in your health and in suffering here. And it can even indicate a romantic dalliance with someone that you have hired, because this is the 6th house of people we hire. Aries rising, these quite saucy, spicy boss moves, quiet boss moves, they can be for the sake of your kids or for romance or dating or love. And for some, this is a rejuvenation of self-pleasure, especially with Venus at her anaretic degree and in her joy in your 5th house. This here new moon can actually be a particularly wild and celebratory one for Aries rising. For Taurus rising, these quiet boss moves may be challenging, or you may be like pushed to move. But I think these moves can be to do with things like your house, your home, family, roots, the past, especially with a retrograde here, memories. And for some, this new moon, Taurus, indicates a proud renewal of a sense of security and confidence or stability. For Gemini rising, these are quiet boss moves that can have to do with siblings, neighbors, friends, and also you can be feeling like generally inspired by the world around you. It's kind of like a beautiful walk home from work, or something uplifting that you experience in the local park. Um, and for some Gemini risings, there will be like secrets revealed around you. A Kazemi is often a secret incubating and revealing kind of period. And there may be a need for you to think carefully about who you choose to share information with, or how you choose to handle something that you learn. For Cancer rising, then, finally, these boss moves, I'm a Cancer rising, by the way, these boss moves are to do with your second house. This is money, spending, nutrition, effort, and for a lot of us, it's about rethinking the diet too, making sensible moves regarding spending, and really thinking more deeply about doing the right thing, but like in all the decisions that you're making, great and small. So that's what I have for all of you Hinsters. I hope you are well. Leave me a comment and tell me how your Leo season is going. I love you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Take care.